Guys, I got some awesome, well, not awesome, but amazing story to share with everyone. Oh, that's a cool freaking, I like that thumbnail. I made that my banner. It looks cool as a thumbnail. So, okay. You guys let me know, do you like the new banner? I've been working on banners. I don't know if anybody's noticed. I've been working on banners for like days and days. They're like hard to make. They're really a pain in the butt. But anyways, what I'm going live about was just on the phone with Patty from the GT. All right, so we're on the phone. It's right after her live stream. There was a bunch of EVPs that came through that were crazy. There was, for one, I heard murder, clear as day. All right. I heard detour. Right down the street was clear as day. What's up, everybody that's coming in? Sorry, I'll get to shout outs in a second. I just want to get out this story that I want to, well, actually, maybe I should let everybody roll in real quick. Anyways, we're going to talk about some EVPs that came through in Patty's live stream and something that happened. Thank you to everybody that's coming in. Kyoko was in here first. Honey Bubs, Bentley's Life Fams, Dreamwalking Angel, Stacy Kim, Scaredy Cat. Thank you guys. Faith something, sorry, XOX, Chicago Goral, Kelly Hall, Jamie Verts, Susie Laird, James Sharp, the man, the fam. All right, guys. So I think we got a ton of people in here already. I just want to tell the story. All right. So Patty just did a live stream. If you don't know who Patty is, it's even in my about. I wouldn't even be in the paranormal at all if it really wasn't for meeting Patty. Meeting her was actually a really crazy experience in itself. But that's not what tonight's live stream is about. It's about what happened tonight. So in her live stream, she's getting these EVPs. Right down the street came out clear as day. Right down the street, I heard murder. Detour was one of them. Police came through, and all these different EVPs. So while on the phone with her, she ends up, anyways, she was going to Walmart. She was going to go to Walmart. She had to pick up something from Walmart. Something made her go to a different Walmart that she wouldn't usually go to. It was just like, all right, I'm going to go to this one when the other one is closer to where she's at. And so, and there was actually something else that held her back just a few minutes. Now, if those few minutes didn't go by, while we were on the phone, there was this crazy, like, it was either a high-speed chase or a shooting or something. There's so many cops surrounded. There's crashed cars. She had to go on a detour around the cars. It was right down the street. And if she had been there a few minutes earlier, who knows what would have happened, because it wasn't only one crash scene. It wasn't just one like crash with a couple cops there. There was one like bunch of cars crashed up, and there was like 20, 30 cop cars around them. And then she goes up the road a little bit, and there was more cars crashed into each other, but a ton of cop cars around them. So it's like a whole bunch of them EVPs made perfect sense. And it's crazy, man. There's no not explaining that EVPs are real. Like, they are 100% real. Tonight, actually, Patty read, I don't know what she was reading. It was a manual or if it was a review or something. She was reading the specs on the SB11, and it actually says in the specs, this is not a toy. And I say that all the time. They are not toys. look at you're having conversations with the other side. It's something powerful. It's something beyond us. So that's why I try to tell people, be careful. Sometimes people jump into this out of hurt, out of pain, and I can understand that fully. That's why I started doing this. But yeah, crazy. Right away too. She had just stopped the live stream, and maybe what, I don't know, a half hour or an hour, not even, goes by, and then all this different stuff. And we're going to keep an eye on the news to see if there was some kind of murder. I'll just crap my pants, because that's insane. And then you guys can go back and listen. You know what? I'm going to put in the description of this video the link to her live stream that just went off. And you can hear, we'll try to get some timestamps in there so you can hear the different EVPs that I'm talking about. This happened to me the other day in one of my EVP sessions. I had gotten an EVP that said, Lou, I had asked, can you say my name? And it said, Lou, heart attack, you're not listening. And I believe that video is on unlisted. And I think if this doesn't cut me off, I could put the link up in the chat to that video. There's actually a timestamp on it. That's another one of my videos playing. Sorry. And that off. It's crickets. There we go. All right. So yeah, guys, what do you think? Pretty cool. I know a lot of you guys were just in the G Team live stream. And if you weren't, I do invite you to go and check out these EVPs that I'm talking about. I'm gonna try to get a link for you guys right now. I was actually just talking about that the other day, about the box predicting things, and I've gotten stuff like dates that mean nothing to me, but who knows what happened. Can't find this darn video. All right, let me see. What's up, Alyssa? What's going on, everybody? Shout out to all the mods in the house. I'm kind of like excited, so I'm not looking at the chat right now, and I'm trying to get these links. I do apologize. What do you guys think of the new banner? Do you like it? I've been putting new banners up, and I also wanted to put it out there. I'm still looking for a new logo for the Rockstar Fams merch. It needs to be redone. I have a company that's going to make hats for me. They're gonna do a lot of stuff that I haven't been able to do with the company that I'm with. That's a deal breaker for me. I collect hats. That's my thing. Oh, I think I got the link right here. Copy link. All right, boom. Where am I here? Here we go. Oh, okay. I got this. I'm missing all the comments here. I'm messing up my own live stream. All right, here we go. This computer is so slow, guys. Where's my live stream? There it is. All right. And now I can put in links. All right, so the first link I'm going to put in here is the link to the live stream where you can hear it say Lou Rock heart attack. And that's actually got a timestamp on it. So you don't have to watch the full video. You can just look at the timestamp if you want to check that out. And then this link that I'm going to put in is the link to Patty's live stream that just happened. All this stuff came through. I mean, I know a lot of you guys might have seen it, but if you want to go back and listen, right. I can't believe it happened so quickly. We're on the phone and this stuff is going on, and see, it kind of rang a bell because she's like, what am I coming up on? And she's like, it's all these cops and all this stuff. And I'm like, you know, right down the street and all this stuff. And actually, it was crazy. She was the one who said that. She was like, oh, right down the street from my house. And then I'm like, it just started all falling like right into place. Crazy. All right, let me get this link here. Boom. Oh, that's the first one, I think. All right, this one ended an hour ago. All right. So, boom. All right, this is the Patty's live stream. If you guys want to go back, check that out. And if you hear anything, timestamp it so everybody else can check it out. It makes it a lot easier. So you just like, boom, hit on the, if you don't know what time stamping is, there's a certain time in every video. And if you actually put in the, you know, the numbers with the actual, the 2 dots for time, and you put the correct time in, other people can go and click on that time and skip right to that point of the video. That's what I mean by time stamping. I want to explain this stuff because actually I was in a live stream the other day, and it's a gentleman called Green Bay Wacky, and he walked me through so many things that I didn't know about on YouTube, like things about my channel that were wrong. And you don't always get help. Like, a lot of people don't want to share their secrets, like how they got their channel hooked up so cool and got an awesome banner on it. But it definitely helped me out. So that's why I explain things a little bit more, because I might think that, you know, everybody knows it, but not everybody knows it. Sometimes people need help. And yeah, get that guy out of here. Yeah, get out of here. Peace. 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 Nah. Anyways, we keep it clean in here. I try not to swear. Usually I swear when I get really scared. Sometimes I can't control it. You know, you're running for your life. All you can do is, sometimes, for me at least, I'm from Massachusetts. People like to swear in Massachusetts. All right, let me get to the chat because I've been sitting here blabbing my mouth off. Oh, we got a bunch of them tonight, huh? Listen, Amy, just right out. That's fine. It's fine. They can go out just as quick as they come in. It's cool. Okay. It's fine. It does not bother me one bit. So anyways, what do you guys think? I'm going to just get into the comments here, talk to you guys. You guys got any questions? I'll be happy to answer them. But yes, yeah, just kidding. I'll see you later. Bye. See ya. All right. I am not going to let that No, what I'm talking about, if you guys just got in here, if you go and listen to the G Team live stream, that just happened an hour ago. It just ended an hour ago. We were getting EVPs that were saying, right down the road, murder, police, detour, all these different crazy EVPs. And then almost immediately, well, almost within an hour, she's going through detours because of possibly a murder and all the right down the street, and all this stuff came true. So pretty cool. Not cool, but it just shows you it's a validation. It's a validation that, like, they're telling us stuff. They're trying to, let us know. If she hadn't left within that certain amount of time, things might have ended up bad. You know what I mean? So maybe they were just trying to help out. And I know that they were. Because she's got angels on her shoulders, just like everybody does. You guys all do. All your loved ones, they're sitting right there, right next to you. A lot of people that come into like Daddy's EVP sessions or anybody's EVP sessions, they're always like, "Hey, can you ask this question for me?" And the thing is, she doesn't have to ask that question. That's actually how I even met her. I went into one of her live streams. I had typed a question. I said, "Hey," I was talking to her son. I said, "Hey, Gary, could you help my loved ones come through?" I just typed it. I just hit enter. And then boom, immediately it said Lou Rock, and it said his name and some other stuff. And she goes, "I heard something, The Rock." And then she doesn't know nothing about me at this point. She doesn't know me. She doesn't know nothing about my life or what I'm going through. And she's like, "I heard Danny, and it's going to be okay." And all these questions that I'm typing right there as I'm typing them are being answered immediately. So it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. I've seen so many amazing things happen through that box. And I'm sure that there is a lot of bad that comes with it, but there's also a lot of good. I've seen a lot of people be helped. I've seen a lot of people get through suffering. I've seen a lot of people be able to cope, and entire families, mine being one of them. It just gives you a little bit of hope to know that your loved one is there. They're there, right there, watching you and joking with you and stuff like that. Exploring with Fluffy, thank you, buddy. Love you, buddy. Here you go. Hope I can be a part of another one of your live streams soon. Sure, man. I'm gonna be doing a lot of live streams. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it, bud. But yeah. All right. So are we lagging? I hope we're not lagging. All right. Well, thank you, Athena. I appreciate it. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to pop on and talk to you about that. And I am currently right now working out, trying to fine tune, this trip with Patty to I believe Tennessee or something. But yeah, I'm in panic mode. I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off because I always wait last minute to do everything. And so yeah, hopefully everything goes off without a hitch, and I can bring you guys another awesome video, an awesome collaboration, and we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. I know you guys enjoy those videos, and I enjoy making them. I really do. They are fun. But traveling gets gruesome, man. It gets gruesome because you travel, and then you travel some more, and then you travel, and it gets tough sometimes. Not complaining, but I see Omar a lot of the time, and people think that like he's going on vacation because he's going to this place. Some people don't understand that. He's going there, he's going to shoot a video, then he's going to sit there for hours and hours, edit it. Even though people don't think he does his editing, he does like 90% of it. But just, it's a lot of work, just working. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the videos. I have been working on something really special for like a week now. Damn, you're just getting a bunch of them in here, huh? Listen, don't even bother with them. Once they say something stupid, just boot them. They don't even need a second time. Once they, it's fine. Just a bunch of random people. Yes, it is work. You're right, Karen. I actually work. It seems sometimes like 24 hours a day. I do make like 90% of the music in my videos. Everything in my videos is made by me. I rarely use other music from like copyright free or anything like that. I usually make everything. So if I'm not making a video, I'm making a beat to go with the video or an intro. The intros can take longer than anything. Like an intro could be longer than a whole video. I've had an intro that was 60 seconds literally take me 2 weeks. 2 weeks of working really hard all day long trying to get them done. What's that, Sunshine? I missed your question. Luke, can you answer my question? Where is it? Let me see if I can scroll up. I'd be happy to answer your question. Sunshine, can you ask the question one more time, please? I'd be happy to answer it. I just sometimes I don't, I'm looking at the chat down here on my phone, so I don't always get to look at the chat. Like I'm looking at the camera or I'm looking at the chat, so I do apologize. Me, like my buddy Boomer knows how to hook this all up where I do the chat and everything. All right, there's the chat. All right. So yeah, I've been working on something special, and it's probably not going to be out for a little while longer. Still, I'm still working on it, but I hope you like it. I work hard on these, videos. I hope you enjoy it when it does come out. She wants to know if EVPs understand different languages. Amy, all right, it was Sunshine's. All right, Sunshine Galvanite or Galaviz. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Sunshine wants to know if spirits speak English or if they speak Spanish too. Sunshine, the EVPs, they will speak any language that the person spoke. I've actually gotten EVPs that were in Hebrew because I ended up on accident going to a Jewish cemetery, and I didn't even know it was a Jewish cemetery till I was in there and I started looking at like all the graves and it had a different writing on it, and I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't like a regular cemetery that I'm used to being at. And it was a beautiful cemetery, but yeah, I got some amazing EVPs that were in Hebrew. Now, luckily, I had fans that were Hebrew or Jewish, or they spoke Hebrew's a language. They were Jewish and they spoke Hebrew, so they were able to translate the EVPs that came in. There's actually Shalom came through, which is I believe Shalom is bless you or something like that. I'm sorry if I'm like massacring your language or somebody's language. But yes, I've heard Spanish as well. We actually had a spirit that was coming through on pretty much all of our live streams or all of our videos, and his name was Juan, and he would say his name very strong. He would say, we say, who are we talking to? And they say, my name's Juan, very strong. And then right after his name, it would say, Mexican, I am a Mexican. And none of us knew who this guy was and never figured out who he was. but he was coming through very strong. But yes, I've definitely heard other languages. So that would be my answer. Portuguese, of course. If it was a Portuguese loved one and they always spoke Portuguese, I'm pretty sure they would speak Portuguese back. That's what's amazing about EVPs. Nowhere, Patty just read the specs to the SB7. Now the SB11 actually picks up like CB antenna waves and all these different waves of like police radios and all that. Now what I think that does, that corrupts the whole system. That's why I don't like the SB11. The SB7 actually only scans AM and FM waves, which I believe they're able to manipulate a lot easier. And that box, it says some things that are not on the radio. So if it's scanning AM and FM radio waves, where on the radio is it going to say somebody's last name? Which I've heard last names that are weird, like super strange last names. Like, we'll just take anybody's, like Grunberg. Like, if it comes out and says Grunberg, nowhere on the radio, like at this time, is it saying Grunberg on the radio, especially like locally. So hearing last names and all kinds of words that are just not on the radio. Another thing is, I invite you guys to try this yourself. Go on your FM radio, right? And scan through the channels and listen to what's on every single channel. And then write down how many channels did you go through till you got to the end, how many of them were playing music, and how many of them were talking. I guarantee you that the percentage of the ones playing music is going to be like 80 to 90%. And especially in FM, you're not going to get much talking. Maybe in commercials, but that's it. And you get word after word and sentence after sentence that doesn't sound like music, nothing like music. Also, people's voices come through. That's crazy. I hear like the actual person's voice, and that's what they sounded like when they were alive. That freaked me out a couple times. So yeah, coolest Nana, I will try my best to keep coming out with awesome videos. I hope you guys like them. YouTube has been pretty tough on us lately with demonetizing our videos, and then you have to wait for it to be monetized, and then all that time that it's not monetized, you just lose out on that. And it might not be a lot for like one video, but it all adds up, and it definitely sucks. It definitely sucks, especially when you go through your video and bleep out swears and do all this different stuff. Like, so I don't know, there should be no quarrels with demonetization. YouTube does a lot of stuff lately that's been like ridiculous. Notifications, barely any notifications are going out for anybody. If you noticed, if you see somebody that's gone live, you'll go into their live stream and they'll just be ending, or it'll be like 3/4 of the way through. It's because you got the notification last minute, which really sucks, especially for like the channels that you really enjoy watching. That happens to me on a few of my favorite channels. What's up, Scaredy Cat? Just wondering if I am coming through, brother. I'm sorry, James, if I missed one of your comments. I try to look down at the comments every few minutes. Oh, Crystal, I'm going back in my comments. I'm going to try to catch up a little bit. Crystal Nicely Fam says, Lou, I captured a picture at my place of work that has a spirit in it. You can see the face and everything in it. It's the first real piece of paranormal evidence I've ever captured. Crystal, if you sent me a picture of that, I'd like to take a look at it. I wouldn't like go and like publish your picture or anything, but I would really like to take a look at that, because I 100% believe you. because it happened to me. And I actually didn't believe in, I didn't believe in any of this stuff. Not at all. Not at all. I kind of I fell into Patty's channel just by going through YouTube, and I come across her channel. I found Patty's channel first out of everybody's channel. And I go into her channel, and it's just the first couple words out of her mouth were she was in Brooksville, Florida, which I used to live there. So then that caught my attention. It sucked me in a little bit more. And then I'm watching, and she explains about her son, and then she puts on the EVP box. And for somebody who doesn't believe in this stuff, this is the first video I had ever seen an EVP in. I'm listening, and I'm hearing this stuff, and it was amazing. And so that was my first like ever experience with paranormal, was just by stumbling across her channel. And the last year of my life has actually felt like a movie. It's felt really like one thing after another has just opened another door to another door. Unsolved murder cases from 25 years ago, and all this different stuff. Yes, Susie Layard, everything does happen for a reason. I try to watch out for Patty, but there's only so much I could do from where I'm at right now. Only notifications I get are from Yahoo. Oh, that's another thing. I need to start sharing my own video. I don't know if I will do that here. What I'm going to start doing is sharing my live streams on Twitter, because it gets a lot of like people in here that would miss out on it otherwise. Let me share. I always forget to do this. Let's see. Join us for a chat. Boom. Join us. That's good enough. Tweet. I'm a tweeter. Guys, I just started using Twitter. Did you guys see my shirt for tonight? Mario Brothers. Here we go. Anybody didn't see my Mario Brothers? I love wearing like all this stuff from when I grew up. Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, Guns N' Roses, anything that's like 80s. I'm an 80s baby. All right, now where did the chat go? Sorry, guys, I lost my chat. What is this saying? It's over with. Oh, there's my little chat. There we go. All right, back to my chat. All right, so I just shared this. Maybe, oh, Mario was my jam. I used to play that game a lot. Like, I remember when Nintendo came out with the first Mario. I was actually playing Atari right before Nintendo, and then Mario came out, and it was like Xbox today. Like, the way video games are today are just amazing. 3D, awesome adventures. We had a little 2D guy. Boop, boop, boop. Grab a mushroom. Oh, I love Guns N' Roses too. If you guys, I don't know if you could imagine it, but this guy here had long hair all the way down to my butt. And I used to like have it braided sometimes. And I just had super long hair. And yeah, I loved rock and roll. And then Mama Rock went to beauty school. And while in beauty school, she decided that she was going to try out perms and that I was going to be her test subject. And so I let her test her beauty skills on my head, and she did a perm. And I ended up getting this basically a white boy afro. It just went poof. And it was like this big old Sideshow Bob looking hair, and it would bounce back and forth, and it was just humongous because I had lots of hair. And so it was amazing. And oh, there's no pictures. There's no evidence of that. I went to school for one day. I lasted for the day, and by the time I got home, I was crying. Everybody was making fun of me because, I mean, it just didn't look right on me. I looked like Sideshow Bob, like from The Simpsons. It was crazy. But yes, imagine an afro, and I was stark blonde when I was younger. Like my hair is brown now. I'm getting a lot of gray. But when I was younger, and this is the time I was talking about, I was like, I don't know, 10, 11 years old, maybe 12. But I had stark blonde hair. Like I was bleach blonde. And yeah, so I had a big old blonde afro, and it looked funny. Ooh, I do enjoy listening to the Spirit Box, hearing the EVPs. I believe what I hear, but for some reason, I don't think my dad, Antonio, would ever come through. Yeah, but you know what? I don't know. He might. It depends on if he wants to come through, if he has something to say. I'm sure he would be able to. I don't see anything that would, stop him. And sometimes I believe that spirits that do have the ability to communicate help the ones that have trouble doing it. But yeah. So yeah, guys, it's been a pretty crazy night. That was nuts. Let's see how many people we got in here. Oh, we got 78 people, so we got a bunch of new people that don't know what's going on. I think I got the link still. Let me see if I put it back in. Paste. Yeah, this is it. All right, so the link I just put in is the link for Patty's live stream for tonight. She did an EVP session. During the EVP session, stuff like detour, police, murder, right down the road was so clear. It sounded like this, right down the road. Like it was super clear, man's voice, right down the road. So there were some awesome EVPs that came through. Well, shortly after her EVP session, we were talking on the phone, and while she was driving, all this stuff unfolded while on the phone. Now, actually, I had gotten off the phone for a second with her while she was driving. She actually called me from the parking lot right after it happened because we didn't want to be on the phone while she was driving. But I mean, it all went down. She called me and we were putting two and two together. We're like, you know what? Right down the road and all this crazy stuff with like 25 cops at an intersection. And then she drives up to the next intersection. There's 25 cops there. It was crazy. So I thought I'd go on and share that with you guys. I know that a lot of you guys were in the live stream. So yeah. So if you want to go check that out, I threw the link right there into the chat. What's going on, Rob? Michigander man. We got a bunch of people in here, man. Yeah, so I'm trying my hardest to make sure I get these, awesome videos out to you guys. And yeah. Well, Adrian, welcome to the channel. Says, hi, Lou, I'm new to your channel from Australia. Welcome to the channel. There's actually a bunch of people from Australia that are in the Rockstar fam. A bunch of rock stars. I consider all you guys rock stars, man, because you've held me down for real, right? For real. I have Rockstar fam that go back to, before I had 100 subscribers, and a lot of the names in this room are names from right from the beginning, and then there's a lot of new people, but yeah, we are definitely a fan, and I consider you guys all rock stars. Definitely. Rock's doing good. She has a broken foot. They put a walking cast on, so now she's in a walking cast. I'm not sure what that is, Sherry. The SLS. I'm not using my cell phone anymore. I've been using my it's a Micro Four Thirds. Susie says, I am a Rockstar fan. You're a Rockstar fam with an M. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. So I've been working really hard, and I was talking about this earlier, that intros can take a lot of time, especially if you want it to be a really awesome intro. And I've been working on this intro for close to a week now. And I know it's not going to be that good because people are like, man, you've been working that long on this. But what do you guys think? Do you think that when I'm done with the intro, that it's only a minute, it's a minute long. Do you think that I should just release the minute, or should I wait until my next complete video? I don't know. I've done that before. I've just released just like my intro, my 2017 intro or my 2018 intro. Because I try to use them for multiple videos. Yeah, Lizzie Borden's house was nuts. That was crazy. If you haven't seen the Lizzie Borden video, guys, all my best videos are in a playlist called Edited Videos. You can go back. I mean, there's some awesome videos that are way back. That entire list is all of my best videos. None of those are live streams. They're all edited, complete awesome adventures. I mean, we've gotten arrested in those videos. I've gone 5 stories underground, found bones, all kinds of stuff. Been in contact with a girl who was murdered 25 years ago. All kinds of stuff. A lot of stuff. Go check them out. It's called the Edited Videos Playlist. And yeah, those are the best videos. What was my scariest destination, says Melanie Stiles. The scariest destination or location. Okay. This is now, wow, that's hard. That's a hard one. All right. It's a tie. But honestly, truly, most scariest 2 places I ever went to were, number 1 was the Spring Hill Cemetery. That cemetery, right? We're there. We're going through there. Not only a couple minutes goes by, and then we're hearing gunshots. Then we're getting EVPs, like not even out of the spirit box, that are just going into our camera saying, we're around, we're watching, and all these crazy different things. That one was called Hunted in the Haunted Cemetery at the Spring Hill Cemetery. That place is truly haunted. It's truly crazy. It's scary as crap. There was 4 of us there. Every 15 minutes, we moved our car closer to the exit because we would just get a little bit more spooked out and a little bit more spooked out. The guns would go off. We'd move the car over. And so Spring Hill Cemetery. And then number 2 is, and this is danger for dangerous, is the underground tunnels that I just recently went to with James. When I first went there, I had promised to never go back. That place is so dangerous. I put warnings in my video. I do not suggest anybody try to find that place or to go there. That place is truly dangerous. You could be walking and fall in a hole that's 4 stories into a basement that you would never be found in. It's not even a basement. It's like a cavern. Then there's collapses everywhere, and the structure is like not right. And also you're right next to a river, and you can see cracks in the wall and the ground itself. You're walking on a ground. The ground's supposed to be flat. the ground is exploded upwards, like the pressure of water is exploding it upwards. So yeah, I'd say the underground tunnels, those are definitely one of the scariest places. So Spring Hill Cemetery, underground tunnels. What's up, Kevin the fam? What's going on? Give a couple shout outs here. We got Brian's Paranormal, Eileen K, Mr. Ganderman's in here, Chris Eli, Sherry V, Tammy Burgess, Rock Fam. I love seeing the Rock Fam. Always like seeing that at the end of the name. That was supposed to say you held us down too. I held you guys down too. Thank you, Tammy. You guys definitely hold me down. Mr. Ganderman's out of here. Have a great night. Susie, would love to go there. Are you talking about the Spring Hill Cemetery? Or are you talking about the tunnels? What's up, Curtis? Karen Grunberg, what's up? Yes, I use the Connect. You can go into my, guys, go check out this video. If one of my moderators can put up the video, it's called St. Augustine, the one from St. Augustine. I don't even know what the darn title is. Xbox Connects footage from St. Augustine, something like that. It's the blue one with the, let me just find the darn thing. Anyways, go check out, if you want to see the Xbox Connect, go check out this video. How did that, I got my hands up in the air in the thumbnail for that. All right, here we go. I got you guys right here. Go check this video out right here. Boom. That's the St. Augustine video that we did. And in that video, I'm actually sitting in a wooden chair that looks like it's maybe 200 years old, this old wooden chair. And I'm sitting there, and there's a spirit that pops up beside me. And like I go to like touch them, or I go to reach my hand over, and it looks like it kind of like twerks itself back, and then it gets used to me, and then it like sticks out its hand and starts like it's patting me on the back or whatever. And check out that video. I know a lot of people haven't seen that video. I think it kind of got lost, and I was putting out a lot of videos really quickly. And so if you didn't see the St. Augustine video, there's some amazing evidence in that video. Awesome Connect footage. Now, if anybody in here is familiar with the Connect, that thing does not always produce results. Like, it's not like something that always works. It's really amazing when it happens. Every time that something happens on that, I'm very excited, because I've used it in videos, I'd say at least 25 times. And out of those 25 times, I've probably had 4 or 5 times where something actually happened. So yeah, it is a cool piece of equipment, but just sometimes there's nothing there. Sometimes, or maybe it just doesn't register on the Connect. Spirits do what they want. I've learned that you don't decide when you're going to communicate with spirits. They decide when they're going to communicate with you. Also, I've noticed that they'll actually decide what you can put out, what they're going to allow you to release, because I've had footage that just completely, the sound has disappeared, or it's completely black. I don't even keep a lens cap on my camera, so there's no way that it's a lens cap. Just so many different things, or the footage is so like just so much static through the whole thing. You just hear and all this craziness. It's like sometimes they choose what footage you're going to be able to use, which gets very frustrating when you lose really amazing things, just stuff like that. Actually, right down the street here, where the girl, I talked to this girl who was She was murdered 25 years ago. She that area is so like it's so messed up. Every time I go there, another piece of my equipment breaks. It's a speaker or a camera or something happens. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to jump on here, tell you guys about, you know, what was going down. I was talking to Patty, trying to set up everything for this trip, and yeah, all this went down right there, right while we were, you know, chatting back and forth. So I thought I'd share it with you guys. Thought it was pretty awesome. I mean, pretty amazing. You do this stuff and you wonder why you're so surprised. You know, it happens all the time. So you're like, but it's just cool, man. It's like, it is. It's just awesome. So there's the St. Augustine video. Go check that out. If you want to see some awesome Connect footage, there's Connect footage in there. Also, I used my FLIR camera. And off of the FLIR camera, I actually picked up a few things on the FLIR camera. So that's a pretty cool video. What's up, Boomer? Boomer's in the house. What's up, my brother Booms? Yeah. Any more questions? I know I've been kind of neglecting the chat here and there. Anybody's got a question or anything? I am busting my butt trying to make sure that I make it to meet up with Patty. I think YouTube needs a new crew. I think YouTube knows pretty much what they're doing. I think it messes with almost every kind of channel, from the small channels to the big channels, and it really hurts the whole community as a whole. That's going to be a fantastic trip, Lou. You and Patty be safe and enjoy. Yeah. What are the best EVPs I've received? Eileen, the best EVPs I ever received were probably the very first time I put that box on. The very first time. It's in my, that's another video. It's in my top 10 video. And the very first time I turned on the EVP box, I'm talking the little girl who was found 25 years ago. That's the first person I talked to. She told me that they picked her up, they put her in a car, and then a man's voice says, I had to cut her, and all this crazy stuff. But I also talked to Gary, which I didn't even know Patty at the time. I just knew of what she did, and I had given a shout out. I was like, I'd like to give a shout out to Mike Good, because he had just passed, and a shout out to Gary, but I don't know his last name. I said, I don't know his last name. And the funny thing is like a day or two later, I get a message from one of my friends, and he's like, listen, you know, when you say you don't know Gary's name, it says it, right? I'm like, are you kidding me? And I go back and I listen. That's actually in the top 10 video. You can go check that out. So those are two awesome videos. If you guys haven't seen them, go check those out. One of them is the top 10 paranormal moments from Lou Rock. I think pretty much that whole video explains why those are the most craziest EVPs I've ever gotten. Because I've had things happen like a murder. My mom's foster brother was murdered, and we knew about it through the EVP box before the family even knew about it. And we knew how it was done. He was found with his girlfriend burned in a house, and I had gotten EVPs that said burning, 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 outside, Magnum. And when she told me that they found her brother burned, I said, you know what? I think they're going to find out that he was shot. And then 3 days later, we found out he was shot. So yeah, I've gotten some pretty amazing EVPs. Like I said, guys, this whole thing has really felt like a movie for me. I never was into this stuff. I never believed in it. I didn't believe in any of this stuff. But I've been shown, I'm not trying to preach because I'm definitely not a preacher, but like I've been shown there's something there, man. There's another side for sure. And that's my opinion. Some people may not agree with me, but I'm one of those people that believes what he sees and hears. And I've seen and heard some pretty awesome, amazing things. So I think on that note, I'm pretty much talked out and talking you guys' ear off. All right, Kyla has a question. Luke, question. Can a spirit come through from a spirit box when it's not buried from that town? Oh, of course. Kyla, I believe my loved one came through on Patty's spirit box in Florida while I was in Massachusetts. Also, when I came back from Florida after hanging out with Patty, I was getting all these EVPs that were saying, you know, Patty's there. Where's Patty and Patty? And I'm like, well, no, guys, I left. I'm not with Patty no more. So I believe they're with us everywhere. I believe your loved ones are everywhere. So yeah, I think they can communicate with us from anywhere. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining me. I just want to keep you guys updated on what I'm doing. I'm working hard. Like I said, I got this really cool intro that I've been working on because I want to have an awesome intro for these new videos. And so yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Question: what form of protection do you use? All right. Protection, I've found for me personally that the strongest protection, the thing that I feel has kept me the safest, is prayer. I really believe that. I know that a lot of people, and I do burn sage, but I know a lot of people do burn sage, and you know what? Since we're sitting here talking about it, we might as well burn some sage and say a prayer for everybody in here. God watch over all my Rockstar fams, keep them protected, and guide them through a happy, happy, happy life, and protect us with your light. Thank you. Amen. God bless you guys. All right, now this stuff keeps burning and I can't turn it off. This stuff is like, it's like gunpowder sometimes. It just keeps going, 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 going. Come on, go out. All right, it's just gonna keep burning. Oh, Boomer's live? Oh, that's cool, because I'm just about to end this live anyways. My buddy Boomer Being Real is a good friend of mine. He's doing a live stream right now. I'm about to jump off. I got tons of stuff to do, and I gotta try to get it all done. So wish me luck. Definitely keep me in your prayers. I definitely need them. I'm running around like a chicken with his head cut off. So please send me your prayers, and I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for joining me. Go check out Patty's live stream. Go see those EVPs that we're talking about. I love you guys all. You guys rock. And I'll get with you soon. I do this all the time. I don't even know how to end the live stream. I'm stuck. I'm going to be live forever. I love you guys. Have a great night. And I'll get with you. Peace. Oh, how dare I? No, hold on. Continue my broadcast. How dare I? How dare I? I almost ended my live stream without giving some final shout outs. What a jerk. You rock. You, that guy I'm pointing at right there on the screen, you, Mario Brothers shirt, you're a jerk. All right, I'm going to give some shout outs. Shout out to Cindy the Fam, Moonlight Path Darkness, Karen Grunberg, Kyoko Liggins, Kyla, Adrienne. Did I say that wrong? Adrienne. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm sorry. Karen Bernhardt, thank you very much. Thank you for the good luck. Amy LeBorn, have a great night. Curtis, Scaredy Cat. I actually met Scaredy Cat while in Florida. Good night, Scaredy Cat. Ellen K, peace. Crystal Nicely, fam. Love you back. Good night. You rock. Thank you to all my rock stars out there. You guys are awesome. Kyla, peace. Katja. Victor. James Sharp, as always, thank you. You're the man. Boomer. Go check out Boomer. Boomer's going live. I think he's live right now. If you guys want to, go and chat it up, a bunch of us will probably be over there. Pat Gumbar, peace. Good night. Tracy Hunt. Andy. I think I got everybody. Hannah Stone. You guys have a great night. Thank you for rolling with me tonight. Thank you for listening to my story. And yeah, keep an eye out for those banger videos. And if you haven't seen any of the videos I'm talking about, go check out the edited videos playlist. And I'm sure there's something in there you might like. I'll get with you guys soon. Peace out, y'all.